Ad blockers, one of mankind's greatest creations, alongside coffee and birth control. The process of ad blocking has been around for years, since 1996 to be exact, and from that year on, the companies behind ad blockers have only made them more and more effective. For the users of websites and social media platforms, ad blockers provide many benefits. To state the obvious, their primary purpose is to shield your delicate eyes from annoying and sometimes offensive advertisements. In addition, adverts can sometimes carry embedded malware, which puts your device at risk of receiving pesky viruses. Ad blockers also help to prevent trackers from, tracking you, which gives you the privacy that you deserve while looking at websites you wouldn't want your 96-year-old grandmother to know about. Websites are also known to load considerably faster when the user is using an ad blocker, so all in all, they sound pretty good, don't they? And that's why 32% of all internet users, and possibly you, have one installed. But while they are great for those viewing websites, they are quite the opposite for those running the websites. Web pages rely on adverts for a steady stream of revenue, which helps them to survive. Chances are, if you visit a website, you'll see an advert. I personally think news websites are the second worst in this respect. The amount and frequency of soul-crushing, mind-numbing adverts you get on websites like The Sun is insane. And yes, you heard me right, I said second worst. So what's the worst website for ads, you might ask? Well, my friend, it's the one you're on right now. OnlyFans. YouTube is always increasing the amount of ads on the platform. You know that, I know it, it's no secret, they've been doing it for years. But in 2024, the severity of the pain that these ads induce on us reached new heights. Let's imagine it's July 2024, the sun is shining and you're just minding your own business watching YouTube videos on your PC. But all of a sudden you get punched in the face, metaphorically, by an advert like this one on the right of your laptop screen. Horrified and disgusted, although maybe slightly interested, you decide enough is enough and it's time to install an ad blocker. You open a new tab, find one in about 5 seconds, press install, and you're ready to go. But to your horror, you go back to YouTube and see this, or this, or this. The chances are that you yourself have seen one or all of these pop-ups before, because if you're watching this video, I'm going to take an educated guess and say that you're the type of person who uses an ad blocker, or at least has done in the past. Maybe you used a popular one that rhymes with who clock foragin. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. As a YouTuber, I say knock yourself out. It's a free world, ad blockers are legal, and the FBI recommends them. If it means me earning a bit less, but you, the viewer, have a better viewing experience, I say go for it. But the executives at YouTube don't exactly share this opinion. On May 9th, 2023, a user Sask100 posted this delightful screenshot to Reddit on r/YouTube. To my knowledge, this is the first recorded sighting of this message, and it marks a dark moment in time for adblock users. Since that day, YouTube has doubled down on displaying this pop-up, all in an attempt to get viewers to pay for YouTube Premium. Now, I'm aware I've talked about this issue quite a lot in my videos, and I know I'm probably pushing my luck with how much content I'm squeezing out of it. But stay tuned, because what I'm about to discuss happened very recently, as of the time of me making this video. So, while some people were freaking out about YouTube blocking ad blockers, others had been quite chill about it. A lot of my viewers fall into that category, and the reason they weren't worried was because of uBlock origin, which I shouldn't say too loud in case YouTube hears me and kills me. As you probably know, uBlock was one of the few ad blockers that managed to bypass YouTube's detection, as many people have pointed out in my comments section. However, on December 20th, 2024, Reddit went into meltdown because users of uBlock were finding that it was no longer working. The same went for Brave, a dedicated browser that offers an ad-free experience. I remember scrolling through Reddit that day and just seeing countless posts from stressed out users. It was complete and utter carnage. Fortunately, people very quickly found fixes, and the official Brave browser Twitter account was even posting instructions for users to follow. That was honestly hilarious to see, and whoever is running that account does not hold back. I think it's pretty clear that the people behind Brave don't hold Google and YouTube in high regard. I wonder why. So in the end, it looked like it was 1-0 to Adblock users against YouTube. YouTube has developed an interesting relationship with Adblock companies over the years. When I was doing my extensive research for this video, I tried to find out if any of YouTube's employees or former CEOs had spoken out about ad blockers and given their opinion before 2023, when all of this nonsense began. But to my surprise, I couldn't really find anything. It seems the company has rarely spoken publicly about ad blockers, and I get that from a PR point of view. I guess they wouldn't want to say anything that might deter advertisers. The way I see it, YouTube and ad blockers just seem to coexist for years. That was until 2023. My theory is that once Neil Mohan became YouTube's CEO in that year, the company's objectives changed drastically, and there was a newfound focus put on maximising revenue. I mean, they started testing this out in May 2023, just 3 months after Mr. Mohan took over. Anyway, regardless of who is making the decisions, my prediction is that YouTube is only going to try fighting harder against ad blockers as time goes on, and they're already demonstrating this with even more pop-ups, like this one. As you can see, in December 2024, Redditors started sharing screenshots that show YouTube telling them to stop using a VPN. People are understandably not happy about this. I don't use a VPN myself, but if I did, I don't think I'd be best pleased if YouTube told me to disable it. I'm not even entirely sure why they're asking users to do this. I think it could be to do with premium users setting their location as a different country where the price is cheaper, but I honestly don't know for certain. If you know, please leave a comment. All in all, it appears that in 2023, YouTube and Google had an epiphany and realised they could maximise their cash inflow by making users think that they had to buy premium. There's no doubt in my mind that this did work on some people, and YouTube as a business probably made a ton of money as a result. Whether they'll win the fight against ad blockers is yet to be determined. They're showing no signs of stopping in their attempt of finding new ways to show viewers ads, like introducing server-side ad injections, and their parent company Google discontinuing support for Manifest v2 extensions. Both of these things obviously make it harder for the average person to block ads. What does make me laugh is that YouTube for some reason still advertises ad blockers. Why would they do that if they hate them and stop their viewers from using them, you ask? I have no idea. Maybe it's hypocrisy, maybe it's stupidity, or maybe no real humans actually work for YouTube anymore, and AI has well and truly taken over. But with that being said, I think my head might explode if I say the word ad blocker one more time, so thank you very much for watching Beyond the Internet. I'll see you again soon.